О, нихуя. Иди сюда. А не видно, как трясется. Вот это да. Блядь! Все 10. Офигеть! Окна слетели аж. Ни хрена себе! Все трясется.
Elektrik direğe çıktı, direğe patladı.
Wednesday morning, July 30th, 2025. The ground in Russia's far east suddenly shook violently. At 7:58 a.m. local time, a magnitude 8.7 earthquake struck the Pacific Ocean floor, 136 kilometers east of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky on the Kamchatka Peninsula. The tremor was felt powerfully at a depth of only 19 kilometers, causing massive energy to immediately radiate to the surface, triggering a deadly tsunami. Within minutes, the seawater receded drastically, only to return as a giant wave that rolled over the coast with unstoppable force. Video footage quickly circulated on social media showing streets turned into rivers, cars swept away by the current, and concrete buildings submerged up to their roofs. Many homes were severely damaged, some even toppled by waves nearly 10 meters high. Mass panic, thousands of residents scattered. Thousands of residents in Kamchatka and coastal cities like Yelizovo and Vilyachinsk rushed out of their homes. Tsunami alarms blared amid the sound of shattering glass and the rumble of swaying buildings. Old, young, mothers with children, everyone fled toward the surrounding highlands and mountains, many carrying only the clothes on their backs. I heard a sound like thunder from the ground, then everything shook. We didn't have time to think, we just ran as far as we could up the hill, said Anna Mykhailova, a Kamchatka resident who managed to escape with her infant child. A massive evacuation was carried out with the help of the Russian military. More than 5,000 people were moved from the red zone in less than 2 hours. The atmosphere at the evacuation center was filled with tears, exhaustion, and uncertainty. Many lost their homes, but were grateful to be safe. Cross-border tsunami, Japan and the US on high alert. The tsunami triggered by the earthquake didn't just hit Russia. Fukushima, Japan, also reported waves as high as 1.2 meters hitting ports and fishing areas. Sirens and warning systems in Hokkaido and Aomori Prefecture were immediately activated. Thousands of Japanese residents also evacuated, reliving the trauma of the massive earthquake and tsunami of 2011. The United States did not remain silent. The U.S. Tsunami Warning Agency, NOAA, immediately issued warnings for coastal areas of Hawaii and Alaska, although waves there were estimated to be only 30 to 50 centimeters. However, caution is essential when dealing with a disaster of this magnitude. State media, several injuries, no serious fatalities. Despite widespread damage, Russian state media reported that the number of injuries was insignificant and there were no immediate reports of deaths. Several people suffered broken bones and minor injuries from falling debris or being swept away by the current, but they were treated at nearby hospitals. However, the devastation left by the tsunami cannot be ignored. Major highways were severely damaged, bridges collapsed, and electricity and water lines were cut off. It will take a long time for the region to fully recover. Light in the darkness, the rescue of stranded beluga whales. Amidst the horrific news, a touching story touched the world. On the east coast of Kamchatka, 5 beluga whales were stranded after being swept away by the tsunami. Their massive bodies lay on the slowly drying sand, gasping for breath. But their fate changed thanks to the courage of a group of local fishermen who unhesitatingly engaged in a thrilling rescue operation. Using buckets, tarps, and whatever resources they had, they soaked the whales, kept their skin moist, and dug a channel to create an artificial pool. After nearly 2 hours of hard work, they successfully pushed the whales back into the sea, amidst the cheers of local residents who witnessed this rare and touching event. We may have lost our home, but today we saved another life. That keeps us human, said Yuri, one of the fishermen. According to reports, numerous whales and dolphins were also found stranded on several Kamchatka beaches, likely due to disorientation from large waves and seafloor vibrations. Current conditions and BMKG warning. Indonesia's BMKG is also monitoring the tsunami's movement in the Pacific region. Although it did not directly impact Indonesia, a tsunami warning remains in effect for several locations, including Biak, Jayapura, and North Halmahera. The Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics Agency, BMKG, and the National Disaster Management Agency, BNPB, also urged the public to remain vigilant for potential aftershocks, as megathrust earthquakes of this magnitude are generally followed by further seismic activity that can be even more damaging.